Greetings and salutations. I wanted to do this video before we end the series as a way to, one, get some honorable mentions out, but also say thank you to everybody who took this journey with us. I really appreciate it. It's been really fun. It's been a lot of work, but I wanted to make sure that I took time to say thank you. Now, normally when I do these videos, I don't really have a script. I just kind of play the game, record the footage, and then talk about it, and then, talk about the memories I had with it. But I wanted to make sure that I got some points across. So I did have, to actually write some of this down. So first and foremost, I want to thank my brothers at Engage Gaming with allowing me to commandeer our systems in order to complete this really dumb thing that I wanted to do. I really appreciate you all for letting me do that, man. It means a lot. And it's something that, it's a very, very selfless thing you guys did for me. So I appreciate it. Each person that took the time to watch a video, let alone comment, like, share, all the stuff I asked you to do every video. Really thank you for, just interacting with me. Sometimes it's not fun recording things and doing all this stuff. And as much as I enjoy the process, it makes it a lot easier to do it when I know, that I get a response from people and they, just telling me your stories about each game. Even if you actually didn't even watch the video but saw the game and was like, let me just tell my story. That was good enough for me. I really appreciate it. So thank you to everyone who watched at all or told someone or anything like that, but just interacting with me through this process was really, really helpful, and I really appreciate it. And then honestly, man, I hope, that you all enjoyed this as much as I did making it. I hope the stories made the game seem a little more impactful, because one of the things I really wanted to do was to kind of show how video games effectively saved my life in so many different ways. As a kid who did not always have access to certain things and, had a lot of issues growing up, one of the things that always made sense to me and had no extra things attached to it was video games. And it really kept me out of a lot of bad situations and helped me, get through some tough situations. So I wanted to do something that reflected that. And I also wanted to make sure that people saw the joy that video game brings, at least to me. And hopefully, as you shared your stories and things like that, people saw, how each of these games, whether or not they were quote unquote good, was never the point. It was always about just showing the good that can come out of these things, because sometimes this hobby gets a very bad rap, and I wanted to show, that there is a lot of good within video games for whatever reason, whether it's just having fun with friends or, diving into a new story and things like that. So I wanted to make sure that the series reflected that. So I appreciate you all letting me get a chance to do that. And then, just some of the games that we didn't get to cover that I really wanted to, I just want to kind of, throw those names out. So games like Metal Gear Solid 4, which due to some hardware limitations, we weren't able to get, but, I just wanted to talk about how, one, cinematically beautiful the game was, but just one of my favorite gaming moments is me and Steven watching our friend Marquise go through some of the last parts of the game and just being blown away about how everything kind of came together full circle. Was just such a great gaming moment. The Halo series as a whole, I didn't get around to doing as much, anything with it, but it's a game that I've never really owned until the later years, but it's a game that I played a lot with friends, and, going through the story mode and the co-op aspect of it was such a great time. And this is not only that, but what all the stuff they did for multiplayer and online shooters, especially for console players, is something that I wanted to shout out. There's also a bunch of games that I know people didn't really know about or didn't think about that I wanted to do, like Red Solstice, which, look it up if you don't know what it is, but it's a game that we spent at least a few weeks getting cooked every night before we figured out, how to collaborate and work together. Games like Maple Story, which was the first MMO I ever really played, but I couldn't get the footage to work right, so we couldn't do it, but definitely wanted to shout it out. And if there are games that I didn't cover that you think deserves to be on your personal 365 days of gaming, by all means, I'd still love to hear from you. And As far as what we're going to do next, obviously we won't be doing something like this again, but I'll be streaming again under Doc DJ Dub, and we'll be doing a lot more content under Engage Gaming that you'll get to see from everybody else. So I hope you enjoy that as well. And, you know, hopefully we meet up on game somewhere. If you remember me, you know, say a shout out or say what's up. But hopefully we get to keep interacting with each other. So, you know, I look forward to that. One more time, y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.